The joys and struggles intertwine. A dance unique, one of a kind. Amidst the cloud of smoke, thoughts fly. Together we rise, reaching for the sky. Under the stars, our spirits unite. Conversations flow from day into night. Healing and laughter as we ignite. Motherhood, sex and marijuana inside. Talk to me, let's explore the scene.
What it do? How's everybody doing out there? Can you hear me?
Oh shit! Of course, I forgot that I mute the mic. What's good, Ruby?
What's good, my queen?
Of course, Motherhood Sex Marijuana in a motherfucking building. In a motherfucking building. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Rolling papers in the building.
Absolutely.
Get your rolling papers. Go to our website. They are on sale for $2.50. And yes, shipping. And yes, you must pay a shipping charge. If we gotta pay shipping, you gotta pay shipping. So yes, hit us up. And of course, if you love our podcast and want to help financially support our podcast, which you can do again,
please do.
Buy our rolling papers, buy our merch. Feel free to hit us in the
Cash
App.
App.
Yes, indeed. Hit us in the Cash App. And yes, we got a lot going on in season 10. Wait, what episode is this? Is this
7?
Episode 7?
Oh no, this is 8.
This is
8. Yes, ma'am.
No, wait, is it 7 or 8?
Oh,
it's
okay,
7.
7.
Yes.
Thank you, Hollywood.
Listen, yes, thank you to our beautiful producers. Yes, because listen. The clouds be clouding, man. The clouds,
they keep us together.
They keep us together, but they make things sometimes, be disappearing and things. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't remember.
Our producers keep us together. The clouds may not.
Our producers have let us know that yes, this is episode number 7. We got 3 episodes to go, and yes, we are also doing a live show. So yes, make sure and keep up with us. So you can be, you can hear more details about our live show in Harlem. Yes, and it's a free show this year, honey. So yes, we're gonna definitely send out invites and we're gonna give out details. But yes, thank you. Oh, wait, this says 5 shows ago? No, and then somebody said 12 shows. Oh, so we doing 12 shows and not 10?
I believe it's 12 shows as well.
It is 12?
Yeah.
Okay, see, the class says, see, and I'm supposed to keep up with that information. No, of all the people, I'm supposed to keep up with that. If so, it's 12 shows. All right, then good. Because in my head, I thought that 419 was our last show, but it's all good. It's okay. Because the fact is, we getting the information together as we chit chatting with y'all. But Ruby, let's talk about how you doing. Let's. You know what I mean? Of course, me and you chit chat on a personal basis. Of course. We BFFs, but what do we want to tell the people first? What do we want to tell the people?
Well, if you're asking about, Ruby Doll over here, I just did a show last night. That was pretty exciting. Shout out to the Real One Entertainment crew for just showing a queen just so much love. As we know, the music industry, primarily, if you're a rapper, MC and whatnot, it's male dominated. And so we have this male dominant, and pretty much almost everything that I do is around a lot of other kings, and because I don't surround myself with just any group, you know what I'm saying? It's usually intentional, and so I'm
Right.
usually trying to build, and I like to learn things from other people. So it
Right.
would behoove me to be in spaces where I could do that. And so I say all that to say I'm working with a bunch of producers with regards to music that are very professional, respectful, professional, and they take me seriously, like as an
Right.
artist. And it feels refreshing because, hey, man, I could be a dog too. Okay. I see some fly ass pussy. I want to hit that shit. I see a little, you know what I'm saying? A little bohemian, little shorty with some dreads. Oh my God. I'm getting wet. Okay. To be honest. So it's
Yes.
like, I can't imagine what it's like for these gentlemen and with the testosterone and the effect that we have as the feminine divines, right? So I'm really grateful for that. I just wanted to highlight. And then I also wanted to shout out Baraka, one of my friends that I met out in Portland, because he was like, you want to do a set as far as comedy goes? And then Al Bitch has been doing comedy for about a year now. But Portland has given me so much of I would just say like a community of people that just support, like that just don't want nothing from you. Just, they're all
Right.
kind of weird. We all like imagine like when you was in high school, right? And like, the band kids, the motherfuckers that would kick it at the band, they're all kind of weird. That's how the
Right.
vibe is out here. You feel me? And so it's like, I feel very fortunate because it also helped me with my mental health. So the reason
Facts.
why I express rage through when I'm rapping on the stage. I'm calm as a cucumber. I'm chilling, unless someone does something to piss me off. It's gonna happen, but I'm usually just a chill person. And so when somebody does make me upset, I'm not trying to react in that moment, although I have. So
Facts.
just to say that a lot of this music that I've written or that I'm performing right now, I wrote it like over 5 years ago. So I wrote this shit over 5 years ago, recorded even some of it 2-3 years ago, but I'm already been writing music like that I cannot wait to share. But
Nice.
but if I'm completely honest, I already feel I already feel good about doing it. Like that's the gift for me, like the actual doing it. And so I will say there were some things that it's like work. Even if you like a singer, whatever, you go into a club, you go into a performance, you got to practice, you got to do certain things, you got to get there, you got to look present, whatever you want to look like or whatever. But the fact is I want to be so much more intentional about not only my music, but everything that I do for myself. Like everything I do,
Word.
I want to be even more intentional, and I want to be kinder to myself because I realized that, damn, you could have done this a long time ago, but you didn't think
Yeah.
that you was this or that or the other. And it's like, girl, shut
Right.
up. Just fucking do
Right.
it. And
Just fucking do
who's
it.
ever listening over here, who's on the verge or the ledge, excuse me, not the verge, but the ledge of, oh, should I do this? Should I pursue? Do that shit. Fucking just to do it for yourself and don't
Word.
expect an outcome. Not even like from yourself. And so
Yeah.
I just want to praise the Most High for real, because it's like I just see certain things where it's like, dang, that's an intervention. That's someone intervening. That's not even in the physical realm. That's something. That's a lot. That's a breathing thing, and I'm not even gonna call it supernatural, but that's a breathing natural thing in which is helping me accomplish this. But because I'm more sensitive to myself now, I can feel it more because I know it's always been there. type shit. You feel me?
Right. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you, one of the things that you are expressing in what you're saying is it's about growth. Like, first of all, yes, I make fun of, I mean, let me just let the record show for the audience in question that yes, I talk about Portland all the time with my girl Ruby all the time, and I make fun of Portland because in my head, you know, the experience I had with living in Seattle kind of just, you know, just maybe paint like a broad stroke against that whole West Coast, like literally, except California, even though I ain't been to California. But I'm just saying, it's like I brush a boring, just no culture, just the fuck out of here. All the only Spanish people y'all understand is Mexicans. You know what I mean? That kind of philosophy is the brush that I have painted the whole West Coast over there. You know what I'm saying? I painted it, and it's like. And I even said to her, like, even before we got on, I said to her, I was like, girl, if I come to Portland, I promise you, I'm going to want to leave as soon as I smoke and eat. Because, girl, I'm going to want to leave as soon as I smoke and eat. But the fact is, like I also say on this podcast regularly, that everything happens for a reason. Ruby moved to Portland and literally found a community that not only helped her, you know, personally, but also has helped her, you know, establish herself. You know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, to mention, hint, hint, Ruby got our rolling papers in one of the stores that she goes to on a regular basis.
Triple Crown Market.
Hello, we must congratulate that. And again, you know what I'm saying, with the fact that she's able to do her music and develop her comedy thing, that is, you know, making herself a better. It's developing her personal self. And yes, your mental health is improving because you know what I'm saying, you're in an environment of improvement, of growth, of support. You know what I'm saying? That's working out for your life. You know what I mean? For me, my support system has definitely developed more. Although New York City, hello, is very much a survive. You know what I'm saying? Survival of the fittest kind of mentality. There's definitely I've definitely gone back to, you know, a support system of community based on the fact that, you know, I'm able to be available for my father. My father lives not too far from me, and health wise, when he's not doing well, I'm able to jump in and provide information for the rest of the family, and much less, you know, direct any, you know, situations going on with his doctors and whatnot. You know what I mean? So I'm able to do that. You know, my kids are definitely developing more New York ways more than ever. Although my oldest was born in New York, and my middle one, but the youngest wasn't. So the more New Yorker they get, the better it is. I love that. And, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, again, culture clearly in my life, as I grow, I realize that is something that's very important for me. It's very important for me. I feel just being supported, just the fact that I live in a neighborhood where I could buy any kind of food, and yes, the Akis speak Spanish, and the Chinese people speak Spanish too, because hello, they know they gotta diversify. They got to diversify in order to get that paper. You know what I mean? I love the fact that, you know, that I'm back here, and that again, everything happens for a reason, in order for us to be here. And then when we come back to this podcast, we also, you know, because we have conversations, and we've kept this relationship all the way going, all the way to 10 seasons, and up and up and up. we've literally have helped a lot of people in our community just by having such conversations and bringing on people to have different conversations. Because hello, while we also promote different people that show up on our podcast, we also giving them support to let them know that they're being seen as well. Like we see them, they see us, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing that I absolutely, even though we're going deep diving into this AI type of world, there's certain things that we gotta do to keep certain things going. And I feel like our podcast is definitely a safe space that keeps those things going. Now, as far and now, I definitely wanted to jump into a little bit, and have a little conversation about our subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Oh yes, that's true. You absolutely right. Our producers just
Shout
sent
out
us a
to the
note to let us know that
sponsorship.
we got a new sponsor for our live show at 419, and those guys are the name of the company is Only Bald. Yeah, wait, let me
Only
see how.
Bald.
Yeah, it's Only Bald, and they do like they have like different products for bald, for shaved heads, and they're not only going to be a guest on our show, but they're also going to be giving away some gifts on our live show day.
Boom.
So you know what I mean. So we're gonna have gift bags. So it's gonna be a real good reason for you
Come
to
on.
you know what I'm saying, want to hit us
Oh, you
up
gonna
to
want
see
to
if
come.
you can to see about our live show, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you know what I'm saying, Miss Ruby needs some more New York experience, because I'm determined to make her full-fledged New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? So she needs more New York experience. So you know what I mean? So absolutely.
Man, shout out New
Everybody
York,
to come
man.
through. Yes, we want
It was
everybody to come
always a
through.
dream of mine to go to New York as a child, just watching TV and shit. And here I am, just feeling like I could dip up, in there with respect, because, whoever likes to travel, I'm going to give you a bit of advice, okay? You need to respect wherever the fuck you're going. So if you're going to an Asian country where they do customs, the key is doing your research. Don't be a fucking asshole. Don't be a fucking colonizer, and don't be disrespectful and thinking that people have to adhere to your norms. And so I think that's one
Facts.
of the things I love about traveling in general, is that it will give you an education real quick, and it will show you what you don't know real quick. And if
Right.
you are able to learn, I'm sorry, go ahead, Queen.
No, I know, because I was thinking a perfect example for me of that was during that badass hurricane that Jamaica had, when you know what I'm saying, people were in the resorts, and they were complaining about the food and the amount of food and the kind of food, and it's like, you in a fucking hurricane. Like, you chose to take your ass to another country around hurricane season, and this particular hurricane was advertised plenty before you showed the fuck up and calling yourself having a vacation. So whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever amenities they had left for you to handle, or whatever, however they was able to handle you and take care of you until you were ready, until you was able to go back to your fucking house, you should have been real grateful, rather than there was so many news stories about people just being disrespectful to staff and just acting real fucking Americanized, and you know what I'm saying, and acting like, and then talking shit about Jamaica. And it's like, but you came to a country during around the time when it's hurricane season, and motherfuckers told you the hurricane was coming before you showed the fuck up. So it's like, yeah, in that instance, it's like, yeah, you in somebody else's place. Respect they fucking house, fam. Respect they fucking house. Never mind, them motherfuckers didn't have to fucking stay in no hotel to take care of you. They could have just said, fuck it, it's an emergency, I'm going home. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
And
You know
then
what I
there's
mean? It's crazy.
consequences as a result of not. And so that's what we're trying to overall say, right? We just want to help in that way. As far as motherhood, the topic
Word.
of the grand topic, right? I feel like we're shifting where my kids are turning we're doing more of like a virtual learning slash home study, because when I was in California, it was like that's going to be the shift anyway until we get things figured out, because I was potentially going
Mm.
to move there. um, Thankfully we didn't have to, because we were able to work something out here. But in all essence, it's been working out very well for us, and so it helps me too, because it limits travel time and whatnot, what have you. And so we're trying it out. Also, like Oregon is really pro homeschool, I would say, overall, especially
Really?
with all of the recent budget cuts that we've been experiencing. There's been some or rumors of school shutdowns that are happening due to that, and so it's very pro. I would say, at least, and there's so many resources. So there's like parent
Mm.
groups. And there's like things where people are just offering just advice, like, oh, this is what I've been using for my kids, and they're in grades whatever, and just so much shit for real. And I've been learning a lot about how
Mm.
I have the capability of doing certain things, and that I should highlight on the things that I am able to offer my children. Because my false perception was, well, I'm not a math teacher. But you know what? We're teachers. We're teaching these motherfuckers every day. So why not give
Facts.
you a concentrated, like an intentional curriculum where I've sat down with maybe other people that have not only used us, like other parents, other educators, because we know a lot. We have a lot of great friends, and so I've been able to come up with simple curriculum that's simple for the both, like a program, simple for the both of us for right now. I mean, not the both of us, for all of us right
Right.
now. And it doesn't
Now,
take, and yeah, uh-huh,
now, I hear you.
yeah,
I totally hear you. And the
mm,
fact is that because I know you, I'm going to go ahead and tell the audience that yes, Ruby has definitely discussed this idea with me even before COVID. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
so this is not something that she just came up with. I don't want nobody to sit around and think that she just came up with this because of COVID. No, 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 no. Ruby has been advocating for this idea for a minute. And and my thing is this. First and foremost, yes, you in the house. I know what you're doing. I can see you. You can see me. I get it. But hold on. But then at the same time, I'm also remember how COVID was, where what I'm saying, with technology would play with you, and what I'm saying, you would all of a sudden become IT, and then all of a sudden, if the child is taking too long to eat they snack or go to the bathroom, you would all of a sudden got to become the hall monitor. You feel me? And then because of course I have we both have more than one child, so the possibility of somebody arguing over a pencil or a crayon means that you all of a sudden become security too. So you put down a woolly hat. You wear woolly hat, and my thing is, no sir, what am I pay a teacher for? No, them a pay a teacher, them a whole building over there, so security over there, so whole heap of camera in the building. No, sir, go on your ways. No, go over there, so go spend some time with other picnic. Yes, go interact, go be with real life. Because that's my thing right there, Ru, when it comes to that situation, is that
Mm.
do we because now we got technology, and now the the way for you to be able to be on that curriculum is because, again, you're using technology, you're using a computer, you know what I'm saying, there's a chat with other parents, other students, you know what I'm saying. It kind of, for me, it's kind of like we doing, I mean, we already training them to be on technology already when we buy them phones and they have tablets and things in that nature. Never mind, the schools provide them with laptops and tablets and things of that nature. So they are already technology, you know, driven. You know what I'm saying? They already, you know what I'm saying, in front of a device driven already. We there. That's where we at. You know what I mean? That's where life is at. But but are we driving them more to that when we get to when we're, you know, doing that type of homeschooling, where, again, the interaction is through online interaction, and all the learning is online, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, I like the fact that I now don't have to go to the school for parent teacher night. I could just log on a link and talk to the person from my house. But at the same time, the ability to go to the school and just pop up and be in somebody's classroom and just checking shit out, I like to be able, I like the ability to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And again, I want them to interact. I want them to have other relationships with people, real relationships, face to face relationships. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So they can deal with, you know what I'm saying, good things, bad things, and indifferent things. Because I feel like at home, you know what I'm saying, it's a controlled environment. It's based on who is the boss in the house, and we controlling it. But it's also a level of protecting too, because you keeping them from you keeping them from experiencing, you know, real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your take on that?
First of all, this is my disclaimer. I'm not an educator by
Hell no,
human
neither
accolades.
are we. Neither one of us
But
are.
at the same time, I have no faith in the school system. The US school system is a joke, and it mirrors the US prison system. So without getting too into that, I feel like my kids were personally demonstrating volatile behavior, where one of my rules is you can't fight each other. You have to sit. If you can disagree, you can even think that you H word each other, but you will go about it respectfully. Tell me, I can sit and mediate, whatever, right? So they were coming about certain ways, and so it's deeper than not wanting to take them and pick them up from a school. These are value based, where I do have the luxury of having these free resources, and I'm like a person who, just like my homegirl Kai, we can find free shit from air, and there's free resources everywhere. Portland has incredible, or Oregon, period, has incredible resources. It's not as saturated as places like New York and LA, where I'm used to standing on a long ass line for somebody to help me that day. So it's like, it's really I say it's a luxury because not every state is set up. We don't pay sales tax here. No wonder why there's certain reasons why people are more at ease, where it's not so survival mode all the time. And so it's kind of like, I could never fucking pull this off in California. They absolutely need to go to school with my nieces and nephews. So I'm just saying, like, it's just that certain area for me that just happens to work. And they're not even here right now. I don't intend on being with them like every 24/7 either. There's extracurricular activities at the community center. There are sports. There are art classes, certain things where that's part of your education. I'm not just sitting with them in front of the computer. They gonna ask me about something about the computer, and I'm gonna look at them dead in the eye like, I don't know. Let's Google it. But it's more
Facts.
of an approach where it is quite radical, I will say, especially especially how I grew up. I'm just going to compare it to that. There's no way in fucking hell that my mom would ever consider doing this. She would, and not saying that she's not an educated person, but her values do not coincide with this. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, I was just reading that. But anywho, and again, it's not a traditional classroom. It doesn't start at 8 o'clock. We don't have lunch at 12. You don't have to raise your hand when you want to fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel it.
but you have life shit where it includes, you buying the groceries, you making sure that you have the correct change. And so it's like, I'm not an expert, but these are things that motherfuckers need to know. And so I remember my mom used to do my laundry. So once I went away, my roommate's like tripping, like, you don't know how to do your laundry? No, because my mom did it for me. And so it's like, bless her heart, but she should have made me do my laundry, because it just
Facts.
generally, like, these are things that motherfuckers are going to have to do eventually, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything other than that. So I hope that answers your question. It's something that I have prayed about. It's something I was apprehensive about, because there is I would say, and then of course, with regards to your questions about social, they have social because they're around kids all the time at these fucking things. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus, we have play dates. Like
Okay, cool.
I'm very social on here, of course, because this is the podcast. But there's sometimes where I don't want to fucking talk to motherfuckers. And just because we share kids doesn't mean, lady, when I'm picking up my kid, that we need to have a relationship. But when I do meet some cool ass moms and grandmothers, what if we click and our kids click first, and if we click, then we doing these play dates and we'll schedule the time in.
No, I get, you know what? I get that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But still, I'm definitely still of the old school of, take your ass to that building. You are assigned to a building. I have to be assigned to some place, so I'm gonna need you to be assigned to a building, and especially, you know what I mean, because like for instance, like for my youngest, the school she's been in there for a couple of years, so it's like it's a community. It's a community, and the school is across the street. So I feel like I feel good enough that no matter who works there, I'm able to walk in there and handle my business, and you know what I mean. And for the most part, throughout the years, public education, at least New York City public education has treated me right, has definitely has improved in a couple of ways, because I remember when my middle child was in junior high school, she was taking certain classes that that are completely unheard of in back in the days. Like even now, they're trying to develop programs where they're trying to teach, in certain schools they have growing rooms where they try to teach the kids to grow their own food, and what I'm saying, and therefore, and then because we also have like a lot of little park association neighborhood growing sections all over New York City, some of those schools are actually have attached themselves to those park associations in order for the kids to actually go to them and be able to grow food and even and even sell the food if they want to, or give it away, however they do it, to like food banks and things of that nature. So there's definitely been improvements. You know what I mean? There's definitely been improvements as far as I've seen. You know what I mean? And because I mean, your experience and of course your experience so far it definitely sounds great, especially like you said, if it's free and it definitely has a different level of curriculum, and the rules are basically how you set them. Like you said, we ain't got to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. We ain't got to have lunch at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or whatever the hell you say. You know what I mean? You set up the timeline, so therefore it is based on your structure, and also you also have the patience for that too, because again, it also takes at least I feel definitely takes a great level of patience to to be a part of that. Now, yes, I'm not saying that I'm not a part of my kids' education as far as, talking to the teachers if necessary, and making sure that homework is done and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And yes, as mothers, we also we definitely I'm all for the fact that yes, we are teachers, and we're teachers, and we are teaching the kids our lessons too. But but also I feel like the lessons that we're teaching them also need to also involve other people. You know what I mean? I feel like they definitely need to involve other people, other entities, and and other life experiences, so that they can truly grow as an individual. You know what I mean? Be a well-rounded individual. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And because I feel like, at least with my situation, because I went through one child already going through the school system, and now still have another two. I feel like, okay, I did this already, and I know how to keep under the radar when it comes to the nosy educators, and also be able to keep things in par, so in case everything looks like how it's supposed to look, like I am a caring parent, and it gives that impression, and you know what I mean, and there's no back and forth when it comes to anything going on. You know what I mean? As always, everything is always kept a buck, and yes, because the main thing I want is that I feel like whoever is working with my child is being honest with me. And that's one of the things that I feel like I've been really lucky. Like, over the years, even with my oldest, there was always a level of trust with with a lot of the educators. Yes, there was some educators that what I'm saying, you could see what the child was talking about when they would say certain things, but you know what I mean, again, that trust is still there, so I love having that. You know what I mean? But yes, I think at this point it's definitely time to move on to the next subject of sex, because baby, as always, Motherhood Sex Marijuana, when we get to the sex section, it's always spicy. Now, the main thing I want to talk about is this, because I even been making some posts about this, because it's really coming up in my face, and it's like, yo, we are in 2026. Whatever the fuck is going on in people's bedrooms is not my business. It's not who the fuck am I to be judging what's going on in your bedroom? Case in point. Last night, I'm at my homegirl's nail shop. We getting our nails done. Me and my middle child, because her birthday coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday,
she wanted to,
sweetie.
I'm saying, she wanted to match nails with me, so we went and got our nails done, and we happened to bump into, and we happened to just start talking about a conversation where it's like, and I said to her, girl, listen, like I fuck with you because I fuck with you a long time because you cool people. And the reason why I fuck with you is it has nothing to do with your bedroom. Like, I don't give a fuck who you sleeping with. Who you sleeping with is, and what you doing when you sleeping with that person is never going to be my concern or my business. Like, and that's, and vice versa. So to mention that, I also, I love me some dancehall reggae. I love a lot of these dancehall reggae stars, and what I'm saying. And it's like now the trend with their music now is to talk about how much head they want a bitch to give them. They want a bitch to be on her knees 24/7. You know what I'm saying? 365 days a year. But God forbid him getting on his knees. No. Him the one yum the pum pum. No, he said no, he can't. That he don't kiss and fuck. He don't kiss anything he fuck. Really? But you want me to stay on my knees, sir?
Well, maybe he wants to suck a penis then. And you know what? Shout out to Bobby Lucas. We were just on his platform. He it got very spicy.
Oh yes, I didn't get to make it because but I imagine it probably did.
Well, he definitely needs us back on there. He kept referring, and it's so funny because he kept saying, "Oh, this hot chocolate's gonna be coming in," and we're like waiting for the hot chocolate to come in. But anywho, we're gonna figure that out. But one thing I divulged to him when you said it's none of our business, right? What we do in people's. So I told him that one of the. Let me back it up first. I'm going to tell you the reason why I said this. So, in my culture, it's really bad to like just fart in front of people. Like it's very disrespectful, right?
Oh shit, word.
But the funny thing is, with culture, when it comes to culture, right? It's like in the American culture, it's not so much of. So I told him that I want to eventually find someone who's into getting I would say shed it on, or they want to get like farted on. Because this is something I'm not trying to do in front of my partner. Like I don't even give a fuck how long you've been with somebody. I don't want to see my partner's shit or his farts either, right? If we can help it. Okay. But there's this part of me is just like, damn, like if somebody gets an orgasm off of someone taking a shit on your chest, get me some chili cheese fries, boo. I got you.
No.
You guys were not ready for that.
Not only was I not ready, but I declined from that table. I declined.
See, you can't judge me for what goes on in my bedroom, no.
No. I listen, but I do not judge. I listen, but I do not.
Yeah.
No, sir. Not later. No, sir. But what I'm telling you is that no. Like that is crazy.
Ain't that wild though?
It is wild. It definitely is wild. But then again, isn't that what the girls are doing in Dubai? I mean, the girls are getting paid thousands for the men to do that for their face.
It could be in the U.S. Like people are into. So, shout out to FetLife. Like things. According, in the U.S.
Shout out to FetLife. If y'all ain't never heard of a FetLife, trust and believe, go on FetLife.com. That's free promo right there, honey. Because
that's free. Oh yeah,
baby.
That's a. Well, it's a social media platform where you can find out where there's events. You can find other kinksters. That's what we refer to ourselves, because it is centered for the BDSM community. And I didn't realize that there were so many categories and there were so many things where I was reading it and I'm like, hey, I'm into that. I like that. I've been interested about that.
The beauty about the website is that you cannot see that shit. You can't see nothing on the website unless you join. You must join. you must commit to not share people business, because it's not for you to be sharing in the first place.
Absolutely
And
not.
you know what I'm saying? And yes, you get to explore. When I say explore, you get to explore. If you have no kinks, you have no fetishes, no
Or you
desires, but
think you
yet
don't.
oh, right, but yet you want to figure out, or you be nosy and ask yourself and experiment and check the world to see what the world is doing. Go to fetlife.com and best believe you will get an education.
Yes, and Oregon
An
actually has some sex
education.
clubs over here that I'd like to check out, but I'd want to check
Mm,
it out with like somebody that I can actually fuck in there, because it's like, what if I go there and I don't want to fuck anybody in there? That's still a possibility. So I
now, see,
definitely
that's the
want to get
question.
some.
That's the
Mhm,
question I've always had about those type of clubs, because
mhm.
while I've never been to one, let the record show, in case anybody listening, the record show is that I've never been to one. But what I'm saying is, if you go to one of those, right? My thing is, if you go to one of those
Uh-huh.
and you don't see anything that you want touching you, is it then do like, is it like, I mean, I know it ain't mandatory, because hello, that's the R
No, it
word.
has to
We
be
don't, it ain't,
consensual. Mhm.
that's the R word. But what I'm saying is, like, how do you just look around and say I'm good? Like ew, like I'm just saying, like, what, like, have you ever been to one of them places and that I said, ew, I'm good, and bounced and just said I'm good?
Well, the thing that I love about the kink community as well is that you'll find that most people are body positive, are, and then you're already expecting to come to this event where people are going to be having sex, and you're going to see people, and so it's like, it's just a casual, just politely, no thank you, I'd rather, or I'm not in, I don't want to play right now, or whatever you're, but just be honest. And I would just suggest that if anybody, I would suggest to keep it just as, think professional. Even though it's
Hmm.
not, like, you want to be diplomatic, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, consent is key in any situation. Um, there are things that I've noticed about myself, the kinks that just when I thought I knew every possible thing that I liked, I was able to explore ideas of other things that I haven't tried yet that I would love to. And so that's going to be on our Patreon page, because that's too juicy
Mm-hmm.
for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we had a great
Mm-hmm.
conversation with Mr. Lucas. He had great questions to ask. He asked, why the podcast and whatnot, and what have you. And then we talked about like spiritual aspects of sex and in regard. So I can't wait for that to come out. That episode.
Yeah, I definitely. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely want to see it, and I
Yes,
definitely
ma'am.
want to give him a shout out, as well as his homeboy. Past that, he definitely be keeping
Yes.
giving us regular shout outs on Twitter. So I definitely want to
Appreciate
give
that.
him a shout out. And
Yeah.
well, we got to talk about the subject of marijuana now.
But before that, I just had a quick thing where
Oh, okay, cool.
also, so lately I've been getting these like downloads. I'm just going to leave it at that, where I can feel sexual energy. And so remember when we were on our meeting and then like my phone died and then I had to charge it. I came back on, but before I came on, I was like, I had to bust a nut.
Oh shit.
Like there was so much like sexual tension that I was feeling, where I was like, okay, well, I can't get on my device, so I'm just gonna like keep busting these nuts. And so I'm just like having this like incredible time. Like, dang, I feel like I'm I'm like masturbating on the job in the bathroom. Like it was kind of a feel like, oh shit, like I should go back to this meeting.
Yo, you know what? You brought up, oh my God, don't rude. You brought up a good fucking point. Yo,
Okay, what is it?
masturbating at work in the bathroom.
Come on.
Not for nothing. I'm willing to confess to that. I'm willing to say that yes, I've done that at almost every job I've had in my entire life. Yes, fuck yeah.
Allegedly,
Oh,
we got
yeah.
any motherfuckers that want to be
No,
funny.
that ain't allegedly, bitch. I'm telling you straight up. Fuck that.
That's right, Queen.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Because whether it was stress, whether it was like, you know what, fuck it, or yeah, matter of fact, that's really what it was. It was between I was stressed out or you know what, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like there's, you know, I could say there's not one job I haven't stolen something from. There's not one job I haven't masturbated in a bathroom. I most certainly have. Yes, fuck yeah. I recommend
I've definitely masturbated
you know
in the bathroom. I don't know about every job, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe I fucked somebody.
I would say every fucking job. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the bathroom was private. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you if the bathroom was private. I'm just saying.
Ooh,
you know
I have an idea about, just long story short, is compiling a bunch of different like sexual escapade stories from like real people and just compiling this sensual erotic audiobook / book. So I've already started. And I have I'm already like 21 stories in there, Ma. Just on some like, and this is not just like times a bitch just had sex. This is like, these are some crazy little adventurous times. So compile yours.
That sounds like a good book. That sounds like a good book. Put that shit. Put that shit on ebook, and if you want to print, get that shit printed, and do an audio if you want to.
With this sexy voice, are you kidding? I'm gonna be moaning and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Goodness.
Come on now. Voice acting 101.
Okay, so that means the audiobook gonna be real expensive. Yes, as it should.
That's right. Get that cat. Hey, Queen.
The audiobook gonna be expensive. Yes, indeed. But yes, on the subject of marijuana, now, one thing I absolutely want to talk about marijuana. Now, first and foremost, yes, get our rolling papers.
That's right.
Now, this is a combination. This is a combination, actually, marijuana and sex. Now, have we ever combined the two? I mean, combine the two as in exchange one for the other. As you know what I'm saying? Like, look here. You know what I'm saying? You got something I want. I got something you want. We work it out. How we do? How we do that? Have we ever?
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest.
I'm not opposed to that at all. However, there was this dude that, because I was working in this adult toy shop or adult boutique, and he would come in. I could tell he had a crush on me, but he had a fetish for smoking, like watching women smoke. So I just said, hey, as long as you're not like jacking off in front of me and you're just watching me, I'll smoke as long as you want. Like, I get off at 6. And so we would meet up when a bitch needed weed. I'd be like, hey, I'd just hit him up, text him real quick, like, you want to watch me smoke today? You know?
What? Yo, that's hilarious.
Isn't it?
What?
God is good.
All the time. All the time.
And of course he wanted more, but that was the arrangement. And it didn't dawn on me about what kinks were at the time. I just thought like, oh, this lonely, creepy older guy just, wants to probably look at my feet or something, because he kept looking at my feet and looking at me smoke. So it didn't dawn on me that this motherfucker was just exercising his fetishes and and that exchange was enough. I didn't need to go any further.
Oh, okay.
That's the beauty in it.
And see, that to me is kind of funny, because I would never think of somebody watching you smoke as a fetish, but then
Or watching
again,
anyone smoke as a
watching
fetish.
anyone smoke as a fetish, because fuck that. If you smoking weed and I smoke weed and you smoking and you not passing it to me, I'm not turned on. I'm pissed off.
He wouldn't smoke. Yeah, he wouldn't smoke. The fetish was watching me smoke, or whomever else he invited to do that.
Oh, lie. Okay, and he would buy the weed and everything.
Oh yeah, he provided everything.
Say word.
Bitch just had to show up and smoke.
Yeah, see, that's a good job right there. He didn't take no pictures or nothing like that, videotape or nothing like that.
He wasn't allowed to. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. There was rules. There was boundaries, and you set them, and he followed through. Yes.
And it also helped me feel very empowered. I didn't know this at the time, but the dominant in me does come out in bed, or if I feel safe, I'm very more submissive. So it depends on what I'm looking to accomplish. It depends on who I'm playing with, engaging with. So I would love to be submissive in bed, but there are some times where I get off on being the more, I would say, the more in charge, and it helps me to work on my own boundaries in life, as well as my own communication. And then it helps me to also like check my own just moods and what my intentions are always. So I would say those are good things that I can think of when it comes to that. As far as the weed aspect goes, I do want Motherhood Sex Marijuana to have their own weed eventually, or their own, partnering with a grower or something like that. That's gonna come. And then there might be an exclusive batch where it's personalized weed.
and when she say personalized, she means her essence. My essence wouldn't even be advertised. It would be something that would be kept hush hush. It would be a secret,
private
experimental type of thing that only I, would get to enjoy. It would never be advertised.
But the beauty is that it happens, that it will happen.
Yes, it will happen. And see, that's the wonderful, lovely, beautiful thing about Motherhood Sex Marijuana. We represent a manifestation. We represent our own manifestation right here, because this right here, we manifested this from episode 1. I'm talking about before
that.
Even before episode 1, we manifested this right here that you are getting to see. That certain exclusive people that will get invited to our live show on 4/19 in Harlem, would they will get to see, and we continue to grow. We will continue to effervesce and become this big conglomerate and just self-sufficient to
a point
where plantations will never ever be needed ever again. That is the manifestation that I continue to have in my heart for the two of us, because neither one of us need to be working for nobody but ourselves. The entire pussy clap.
It's so funny because when you say plantation,
girl, it's rubbing.
Oh, my bad. When you say plantation, it's the first thing that I think of is like land back home in Samoa where we're growing like bananas and taro and all this. You know,
Oh, see,
stuff.
now that's not a plantation. That's not a plantation. That's our home where, you know what I'm saying, when we'll have homes where yes, yes, weed will be able to get grown on the property. Yes. You know what I'm saying? When I mention plantations, I mention 9 to 5s, you know, working for somebody telling you you gotta be at some place and you gotta do some shit, and we might give you some money by the end of the week or whatever the fuck we feel like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. A corporate situation outside of us that's not being controlled by us. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? And I most certainly wish that completely out of our motherfucking existence. I manifest the fuck out of our existence.
Hey, hit that Cash App and shout out to Only Bald.
Yes, Only Bald. Shout out to Only Balls. They are our sponsor for our 419 show. Our 419 show is going to be great. Definitely hit the Cash App as much as you love us. Feel free. Even $1 would be appreciated. Yes, indeed. And yes, again,
dollar make you holla.
Motherhood Sex Marijuana rolling papers are $2.50. We also got a merch site. The merch site has gifts under $30. Yes, indeed. Please
come on, less than an eighth.
Support is what I'm asking y'all to do. And I want to go ahead and say again that we, Motherhood Sex Marijuana, the podcast, we love everybody that love us. We fuck with everybody that fuck with us. Now, if you got personal opinions about who you fuck with, keep that motherfucking shit to your motherfucking self, because we don't give a fuck about who you fuck with. Okay? We only fuck with people that fuck with us, because we fuck with everybody. Yes, indeed. It's a welcoming space in here. So if you have unwelcoming vibes, go on your pussy clad ways. Saying,
well, you know, God loves us all, so we really appreciate anybody. Yeah,
we love you too, but go on your
ways
with your negativity. Go on your ways with your negativity.
Yeah, we probably just don't even see
it. We ain't that. We're not signing up for that. No, go over yourself.
And thank you to our producers. You guys are fucking amazing.
Thank you to our producers.
Hollywood Logic, Papash, I love you.
Yes, and definitely
hit them up.
Continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Continue to drop, cute comments, and continue to like and share. And tell the people that, yes, Motherhood Sex Marijuana is always
in the building.
We in the motherfucking building.
Check out our website, yo. We got the .com.
And definitely check out our website.
Come on now.
Check out our website.
Eventually, we'll be having our Patreon popping where you guys can see exclusivity.
And we also, and not for nothing, also for another way that you can contribute, you can click on our link for the poem book that is attached to our website that you can pay $5 for and read. It's a great
Valentine to my body.
It's a great combination of poems that we were involved with other great women of cannabis. Absolutely. So definitely support by buying a copy of that.
Buy Kai's book, buy some dildos for me, Body Safe Talks, and you can even do a party. I do parties where I show up with my toys. We talk about body safe and we talk about orgasms. I'm the orgasm doctor, baby. Come on.
I mean, if you've been watching our show, you know that we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the sex document, the sex section. So you know what I mean. So you know what I mean.
I'm not an expert. I'm expert on my own pussy, but I'll show you how I keep. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you should be an expert on your pussy. You must
on your own pussy.
On your body. Period. And be free to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's 2026. Our modern times where I live right now. Be free and know that people's opinions are, if they're not paying the bills, fuck them. What? If your opinions can't pay the bills, what women business both? What? You're right. No, sir.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, baby.
It
And
don't
we
make
love
sense.
you so much.
It don't make sense. Motherhood sex marijuana.
Sex marijuana in the motherfucking building. Peace out.
Yes. All right. Yes. Peace out, people. Keep it cute in the comments.
Motherhood is a journey, every step profound. Balancing love and life with wisdom unbound. Late nights and early dawns, challenges to face. Yet in every moment, there's a tender embrace. Talk to me, let's explore the scene where motherhood meets the green sun. Empowerment, love, and stories untold. On this pleasant path, watch the tale unfold. The joys and struggles intertwine. A dance unique, one of a kind. Amidst the cloud of smoke, thoughts fly. Together we rise, reaching for the sky. Under the stars, our spirits unite. Conversations flow from day into night. Healing and laughter as we ignite. Motherhood, sex and marijuana inside. Talk to me, let's explore the scene where motherhood meets the green.